Hi, welcome. Today's adventure, we are going to Mount Vernon in Virginia. George Washington lived there with his wife Martha. We're going to tour his home.
Yeah, adventure.
We're on our way. Yay!
So welcome everyone. You have just entered the Servants' Hall. This building dates back to 1775, and it was for white servants such as coachmen, valet, butlers that traveled here with visitors. Inside the mansion today, they will interpret last year General Washington's life, 1799. Enjoy your tour.
For us to look at it here and photograph this morning. Piece is in the corner. The looking glass is original to the presidential home. His home in New York City, where he was inaugurated. Remember, the White House was being built. And then the other piece is from the Philadelphia presidential home. So he chose the designer of the White House, of the capital city, of the Capitol building, but he never got to live in there. But it was a front burner project. Floor is original yellow pine, and then they would use a grass mat like this. None of the materials in the house is original, none of the textiles, they are all reproductions. And they had used a grass mat like this. So enslaved servants, probably young enslaved servants like Marcus, would move furniture in and out depending on what the function of the room was going to be at any given time. Come on in. Good child. You may photographs. Those were yes, that is our story. It's a reproduction of one that General Washington purchased for his step-granddaughter Nellie in 1793. We had ordered it from London because they were not made in this country at the time. That mantle is also through the piece. That's an original. Yeah, it's Asian fire, eBay. Italian marble.
As you guys come in, everyone, if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. This is General Washington's oldest part of the house, meant to impress the guests of the Washingtons and entertain. I've done this room before you. The size of this area and the color of this area is meant to impress this guest and be a good first impression. But throughout this entire room, Washington is meant to show the wealth and power of Washington family. This is where the guests are welcomed into by the enslaved butler Frank Lee, who welcomes the guests in and shows the wealth and the power and status of Washington family. Throughout this entire part of the home before you, Washington is meant to show class, wealth, and impress his guests with rooms, colors, and key artifacts. Guillermo has created the French prison Bastille, considered a symbol of French liberty, father, and the patriarch of all liberty. We're in what's considered the oldest part of the house now. And as you're journeying above the stairs, you're journeying above stair rails that are older than the concrete itself. Thank you all for being here. Research process going on with the wood itself, the piping next to it. Big project right now around the house is they're trying to replace the fire suppression. This one, the piping.
So these are guest rooms for friends and family. There are 9 guest rooms in this home, 10 bedrooms in all. 1 down, 5 are here, 3 more up. And then the 10th bedroom is master, no, there is a travel is extraordinarily difficult. Once you get to where you're going, you stay. And the year the Washingtons retired, they had 677 overnight stays.
How many?
677.
How many different guests?
Taking care of all these folks who just
I
show
like
up.
that.
The enslaved staff. 10 to 12 enslaved workers are needed to run just this one building. Molly, as well as Caroline Brennan, are 2 of the enslaved chambermaids whose responsibilities are covered to these guests, and they do it without benefit of electricity or running water. Now, with all the company, you can see how Georgia all the Washington might appreciate your privacy. They built an entire wing beyond these 2 rooms, one could not access from here, but it was. So, we've opened the door to the back end of the closet. You're going to the bedroom, the closet, then you see the closet.
The people they didn't like, they sent in here.
Coming to the next door room, it's probably more, this one has a nice view and more
They
area.
went to bed or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. Look how thin it is.
There is checked in.
This one's had better days. This is where they put the guests they didn't like.
I guess so.
If you're just getting here, this is Washington's bedchamber. That is the bed which he died in, December 14, 1799. At his deathbed, he was accompanied by his wife, his doctor, and 4 slave servants, and his secretary. I forgot about the secretary. After he died, Martha Washington moved upstairs, and she lived there for about another 2.5 years before she herself died of natural causes at the age of 70.
And how old was he now?
He was 67, if I forgot to mention.
Oh, he was 67?
But you said he was older?
No, I thought he was younger. Yeah. Oh, wow. How much younger was she than he?
I think she was a little bit older, but not by much. I don't exactly remember the exact dates, but it wasn't. Not the typical age gap you'd expect back then. If you're just coming in, this is General Washington's bedchamber on the right. That's the bed which he died in at the age of 67 in the year 1799, the date was December 14th. He died of a throat infection. And at his bedside was his wife, his doctor, his secretary, and 4.
Looks like, I like the color.
Yeah. I like the rug too.
Welcome everyone. You're here in the study, Washington's office, where he would sort of stay before he was in the morning. They're just similar books, but Washington had almost 900 down here in his office. You can see his desk over there. This was one of the trunks from the Revolutionary War. And then he had a fanning chair, so by pedaling it would move the fan on top of the chair. And most people would have to be invited to visit him down here in his office. It's very private.
Yeah.
You just saw Washington's desk here in his study. This was one of the trunks he had. Aww.
You're fine.
kitchen was in use 12 hours a day, 12 months of the year, beginning about 4 o'clock every morning. Well, everything took a lot longer to do in those days. You're in the kitchen. The kitchen. This is the model kitchen in your dreams. This kitchen was in use 12 hours a day, 12 months of the year.
Please like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications of our next adventure.